Launch comes early on tournament day. This is Toledo Bend Reservoir. It's pre-spawn. There's a lot of options.
Deep water, shallow water, hydrilla, hay grass. You can flip, punch, Carolina rig, it don't matter. So, I mean, there's fish everywhere.
Yesterday, it was 57 degrees when we got on, and water warmed up to 63, so our bite got a little bit better. Hopefully if we catch them this morning, anything will be a plus. And like I said, the water warms up a little bit. Hopefully we can catch a few bigger ones.
We're seeing them in a pre-spawn mode, 8 to 10 feet of water for the most parts where we're catching our fish.
And what's your game plan?
Go catch 5 of them that weigh about 35 pounds.
Checking the Cabela's conditions log, you couldn't ask for a better day for bass fishing. The high will be in the mid-60s with a south wind at 10 to 15 and clouds early. The water temperature is getting right, but it seems most fish are still deep.
You know, we've got some spots where we've caught up to 60 keepers, up to about 3 or 4 pounds. The lake's really turning on right now. The mid-range bite on migratory points and so forth are really as hot as it gets. I look for this tournament to be out of sight. It's just, there's going to be so many big stringers, it's going to be amazing.
And last year we were lucky and fortunate, had a good sack. We had a 32-pound sack and won. We had a 10-pounder and some good fish to go with it. And hopefully today we can get that big bite again.
Cashing in on their first win on the TXTT, Fitz and Dutton took home a prize package worth $33,000. This year, we've got 312 teams on hand and a total purse worth better than $133,000. With the tournament director ready to launch the field, we'll check in with Ben Matsubu and his partner Brennan Meir. They know a thing or two about winning. Less than a month ago, they took home nearly $36,000 after sacking up 28 pounds at the first event of the season.
Last tournament, we didn't have a fish in the boat till 12:30, and it worked out. I mean, we caught an 8 and then a 7 and a 4 real quick, and we ended up with 28 pounds, but I think we'll do good in this one. I mean, we're gonna do the same thing we did on River. We're gonna crawl a jig as slow as we can, and you know, position our boat in probably 25, 30 foot of water. We're gonna throw up to 14 feet and see what happens.
We're throwing a football jig. We usually do or die by one, but they're also eating that, what they call that biffle bug. They're doing pretty good on that one. Carolina rigging, but normally 90% of the time we stick with the football jig. That's just a big fish bait, and them bass love it.
The key to working this jig is really, really slow, you know, and a lot of people don't do that. And you know, that's one thing I learned from Ben is how to work these baits and how to present them, especially in January and February. I mean, you really have to slow down. At times it can get, you know, last month I think we might have had 2 bites by 12:30. So to do this all day, it's, you know, it's tough at times, but boy, when they get on them, it's fun.
I mean, that's a decent one.
Oh God.
About a 5. That's a good start.
Good deal. That's the way to start the day.
Make about 5 casts.
I'm about a 5-pounder. It's boring fishing, but boy, when Matsubu catches one, it sure is fun.